So we're here on Lake Mohave again. Ryan's way up ahead of me. I don't know if you guys can see him out there, but it's a beautiful morning. Probably 80 degrees out here. Not very many boats. It's a Wednesday morning, so not very many boats out here. A couple boats. I think we were first ones on the water. We got on the water about an hour ago. Have seen some fish, nothing in the boat yet, but we're working on it. Stay with us.
Anyway, so it's time for questions on the water. So my question today is from Bob. It says, I think you made a video on how to cut a straight line some time ago. What about using one of those clamp down straight edge bars? An oval shaped router base would be difficult to keep at the same plane. That's the only problem. Cheers for now, Bob. So we generally don't use the clamp down bars or really any straight edge. Once our line is on there, we try to do everything without that, without any jigs or anything. But if you're gonna use one, your best bet is to put your original base plate on, because it's square. It's got the 90-degree turns and you can run it right along there. Now you don't have the handles at that point, but if all you're doing is a straight line, that's not that big a deal. But if you are going to use a clamp down or any type of straight edge or anything like that, you definitely want to put your original base on. So Bob, I hope that helped, man. And here's Dad.
Hey guys, all right, my turn. So my question is from Randy, and he says, what's the difference between a critter and a paint gun? You know, the kind that has canisters that they use to paint cars with, you know, either a top cup or the canister down below. I hope you can figure out what I'm trying to say here. I love the critter. I know you love the critter, so I'd just like some explanation on this. So here's the deal with the critter gun. Number one, it uses mason jars, which is really cool, because then you can just buy a bunch of mason jars and you've got, you know, unlimited amount of containers for different finishes. I probably have 15 or 20 different mason jars with things like clear and helmsman and sanding sealer and all different kinds of things. In fact, we just got done doing a big job that you guys will see soon, where we put paint. We're using brown paint. But anyway, so that's number one. Number two, the paint never actually touches the gun itself. The air shoots across the top of a little orifice, and as it shoots across there, it pulls that paint out of the mason jar. So there's very little cleaning involved. There is some cleaning, especially if you're doing things like thick paint and that kind of stuff, which you guys will, again, you'll see a video on that pretty soon. But all in all, the critter gun is so much easier to use. It basically is point and spray. You just have to figure out whether you have to thin your material, which most of the time I do now. I didn't in the past, but most of the time I do. This paint that we use, I thin it like 10-15%. The Czar polyurethane, I generally thin around 15-20%, and then it sprays much better. We'll make sure we don't crash into the shore here, but we're pretty good so far. Anyway, so that is the biggest difference between the two, and the fact that it's like a $35 item. I think it's like 35 bucks, 40 bucks, something like that. So it's super inexpensive from a paint gun standpoint. You know what? I think I'll pedal us out a little bit. We're kind of locked in together. So this is the way my pedal drive works. Pretty cool. This is my rudder system over here, so I can point myself whichever way I want to go, and it's pretty much hands-free, and then I can just pedal out to wherever I want to go. Just don't want to get too shallow, because my rudder sticks down in the water probably, I don't know, 12 inches, something like that.
Something like
and then
that.
My prop is down in the water about that. So that's the only drawback of my kayak, is that in Ryan's kayak, he's literally floating right on top of the water. I've got the prop sticking down in the water and the rudder, but as long as you're paying attention, and fortunately the water here is crystal clear, So we can see we're in about 20 feet of water right here. And we have a new depth finders. I've got a new depth gauge on my boat. This is a deeper chirp, so I'm trying to learn how to use that. It's kind of cool. It shows you the whole how deep you are and the whole contour of the bottom of the lake. It hasn't found us any fish yet, however, but we're working on that. So anyway, guys, I hope that helps, Randy. The critter gun, I just don't see how you could go wrong with it. It is so like right out of the box. And there's things that you learn as you go along about kind of cleaning out a couple of the little orifices that come out of the jar where your paint is, but man, it's a cool deal. We use it all the time. So that is it. Questions on the water. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Ryan, why don't you pan around the lake a little bit? Man, this place is so beautiful. And the water, I think they said the wind today is about, what, 7-8 miles an hour, something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Between 5 and 8 miles an hour, and which is perfect for us. So we're going to fish for another hour or so. Then we got to get back to work, because we got lots of things going on. So stay tuned. We got some big projects coming up, some really exciting stuff. Don't forget, July, this is July. We've got the giveaway for the Milwaukee cordless router. And a lot of people are entering, but there's a video on exactly how you enter. But if you have any questions, email me directly, eric@makeawoodsign.com, or
Ryan with davesigns@gmail.com.
And we're getting into shallow water.
Yeah, we are.
So anyway, I got to pedal us out here because we're getting into shallow water. It's kind of a shallow reef right here. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. We love you. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. All right, guys. Got a nice little smallmouth. Not real huge, but he's a fish. Fought like a ton of bricks. Very nice fish. What a beauty. He's gorgeous. Just caught him on a little chatterbait. All right, buddy. Let's let you go. Let's let you get out of here. There we go. Perfect release. You can still see him. This water is so freaking clear. All right. That's one.